Monday Night Raw was in Cincinnati, Ohio, and the most popular wrestler in Cincinnati is Dean Ambrose, who was not on the show tonight as he has left the WWE. His contract has run out. And I never had a chance to talk about the video he posted on his Twitter account last week, the Jon Moxley return. He has never used his Twitter account. It's actually kind of funny. He once had one. They made him create a Twitter account in 2012 when he first debuted, and he has never used it in like 6-7 years. And then finally, when he's left, he's done with the company, I guess to take bookings, Jon Moxley on his Twitter account is active. It was actually a running joke. But that was a really good video. Some people are complaining he made so much money in WWE. He should be grateful. He shouldn't be comparing it to a prison. I think it just means Jon Moxley's out of prison. I don't think it means WWE is a prison. And to be honest, I fully expect him to return to the WWE. It wouldn't surprise me if he's back before WrestleMania. Anyway, this show starts off and Vince McMahon comes out. No chance in hell. I hate these stupid fans. I want to shoot these fans. I'm not lying, I do. These fucking idiots complain every week about how bad Raw is. Raw's horrible. It is horrible. Raw's the worst. It's horrible. Vince needs to step down. Right when Vince McMahon comes out, these fucking jackasses bow their heads to this guy. Fuck you guys. Roman Reigns interrupts him, and Roman is here, and he's here to help the ratings, which he won't. I'm sure the ratings will be in the toilet once again. These ratings suck. And he comes out, and they're playing up when he punched out Vince McMahon, and then Daniel Bryan comes out, he makes his big return, and he has the line of the year. There is nothing fun about Monday Night Raw. Couldn't have said anything. Like, I don't think you can say a quote that defines a product more than that. Raw is fucking horrendous. It is so boring. It is dreadful. It's just they have the worst guys. They push the worst people. That's the problem. And they have good wrestlers. It's just they put them in tag matches that no one wants to see. They push the worst wrestlers. Baron Corbin is fucking horrible. I can't even watch it anymore. It's getting to the point where I just don't want to watch. That's how bad this Baron Corbin stuff is. It's gone to the point. I want to support AEW. I don't like Cody Rhodes at all, or a lot of the guys there, but I want to support them because I just hate watching Baron Corbin matches, and I'm so sick of Raw. But Daniel Bryan's interrupted by Kofi Kingston. Kofi comes out, he brags about his title reign, and I just feel like Kofi, I'm done with him as champ. He's just not a champion who needs to have a long reign. He is someone who is great for a moment. He had his big WrestleMania moment, but he's just not doing it for me as champion. Look at the ratings. The ratings tell the story that is. It's the worst ratings in SmackDown history. They're horrible. He's a horrible champion. He's just not a championship material wrestler. It's the truth. He had a great moment. It was cool to see him win it. But in terms of having a long reign, no, it's just the whole stuff of pancakes and the comedy. I don't know. I feel like it's already done with him. I'd rather wish Daniel Bryan won the title tonight. Then AJ Styles comes out and Seth Rollins comes out, and this goes on, and Vince gets them tag team partners. It's just horrible. And he also announced this stupid wild card rule. So the wild card rule basically means that a Raw and SmackDown wrestlers can appear on both brands. You can have 3 wrestlers appear on each brand. This basically just means I have no idea what to fucking do. I am so out of touch. I am just failing on all cylinders. Everything is going to hell. These ratings are horrible. I have a huge deal with Fox. I'm sure Fox is just thrilled that SmackDown is doing record low ratings. Everything's hell. The creative is terrible. The directions are horrible. The worst wrestlers are being pushed. You have Lacey Evans getting title shots. You just have the worst wrestlers in the worst positions. And look, you have the worst ratings in company history. It's horrible. So this wild card thing sucks. This is like that. Remember when Triple H came back, he briefly ran Raw and SmackDown, and he did that Raw Super Show thing when he had SmackDown wrestlers on Raw. This is exactly the same thing. They're going to have Raw wrestlers on SmackDown and have SmackDown wrestlers on Raw. It's just horrible. So, it's Corbin and Lashley against Styles and Rollins. I think that they're building tension between Corbin. I don't even remember. Corbin's, oh my God. Yeah, so Corbin pins Seth Rollins after AJ messes up, hits a phenomenal forearm. Seth Rollins backs and Corbin hits end of days and wins. It's like, whatever. I can't watch. I don't want to watch anymore. I like doing LRMania, but I hate Raw. Like, I hate it. It's boring as fuck. I can't even stay up to watch. I fell asleep. I'll be honest, I'm just reading off the recap off of a wrestling website right now. I fell asleep during this show. I can't watch. It's horrible. It sucks. It's just dreadful. So they show what happened last week between The Miz and Shane McMahon. They're teasing someone to attack Sami Zayn. He comes out, he's cutting his promo. He does every week now. It's kind of just redundant now. Alright, it's the same thing. It's how bad the fans are. Yada, yada, yada. I've heard this a million times. Braun Strowman interrupts him. He comes out. He attacks him. He chases him to the back. It was kind of funny. And then what happens is... Like, they have the Lucha House Party come out, but then they show Braun Strowman attacking Sami Zayn, and then Braun Strowman grabs Sami Zayn, he throws him in the back of a dumpster, and the dumpster takes off, and it throws Sami Zayn into a garbage truck. So Braun Strowman takes out the trash. That was actually a funny segment. I like that. I like that segment a lot. Braun Strowman destroying Sami Zayn. That's funny. It kind of reminds me of when he was doing it to Kevin Owens last year, so I don't mind. I like when Strowman just does that, just have him destroy an annoying heel. That's what Strowman's probably best for, so that was actually really entertaining. And I think people like that with Strowman. I think him destroying Sami Zayn is just going to get up. Maybe he'll start to regain the steam. That'll be something that'll be positive for Braun Strowman. So yes, you have the Lucha House Party facing Torija. I don't know why. Oh my! How are these guys still employed? Why are these guys still employed? Why? All three of them need to be released. It's fucking Lucha House Party bullshit. Kalisto, the worst mic skills in the history of wrestling. Natalya and Naomi are backstage, and they read a note from Lacey Evans, and Dana Brooke is there too. And I gotta give Dana Brooke some credit. She looks really good here. I like her outfit a lot. She has two very good things about her, and I think we can know what they are. And none of them have to do with her in-ring skills, but there's two strong features about Dana Brooke. They're very big. They're very, very helpful to her. So they showed the Miz. He's still like sitting outside Shane McMahon's locker room. Guess they're gonna wrestle later. He had Ricochet putting his Money in the Bank briefcase his Money in the Bank contract match on the line. So if he loses his spot against Robert Roode. Thankfully, he wins. I think Robert Roode can just be like an agent or something. Well, they're not gonna push him. They show what happened last week with Ray and Joe, and this was they showed Ray and Dominic walking backstage, and then I like how they show Rey Mysterio going into the locker room and Dominic's walking away, and they show Samoa Joe following him. And the best part of all was this next part. I thought this was great. Joe is just yelling at Dominic. He's intimidating, but they showed Dominic standing up for himself, and that's fine because Dominic's a training wrestler. He shouldn't necessarily be a complete coward. He's telling Dominic he's going to defend his title against his father at Money in the Bank, and I thought Joe did really good here, and I think they should do the angle where Joe chokes out Dominic at maybe at Money in the Bank. I thought we'd see that at WrestleMania. I really thought we were going to see that angle, but we didn't, so maybe you can do it at Money in the Bank. So they show the four Raw women making their way to the ramp, making her way to the ring to watch the match. It's Alexa Bliss, Dana Brooke, Naomi, Natalya. And Alexa is unbelievable tonight. She just looks great. So is Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke, she looked really well tonight. You can't deny that. As bad as she is in the ring, she looked really good. But Alexa, she is a goddess. She is just ridiculous, man. It's not even... She's scary pretty. So you have Lacey Evans against some loser. She squashes her, then Becky Lynch comes out. Becky gets a good pop. At least, Becky's character has cooled off tremendously since WrestleMania. They've really hurt her character. She was the most over wrestler in the company 6-7 months ago. Now she is not, but she comes out. She gets a good pop. She's still popular. She beats down Lacey Evans. Becky was about to put her in the summer, but Lacey gets away. So they show Becky Lynch standing tall. It'll be interesting to see what happens next week because that shows what's probably going to happen at the pay-per-view. Who's going to win? I think Becky, but I think she's losing to Charlotte. I really think Becky's losing her title to Charlotte in the SmackDown match at Money in the Bank. But I think she'll probably keep the title against Lacey Evans, I hope. And they're doing the whole Becky 2 belt. If you go to WWEshop.com, which I was on today, that's like the top t-shirt they're promoting is Becky 2 belt. It's not even the man shirt, it's the Becky 2 belt shirt, which I don't like. I might get a man shirt. I wanted to get that, but I don't like the Becky 2 belt. I hate that shirt. So Daniel Bryan's in the locker room. He's mad about the Kofi match. So I'm not going to talk about the Usos anymore, man. Yeah, the Usos and we'll get to that later. You had Eric and Ivar destroy Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, which is good. I wish they just give them the titles right away, but it sucks. They get no reaction. It's kind of sad to watch. No reaction for the War Raider Vikings. I don't even know what they're called. They show the Firefly Funhouse. So it's pretty good. It's entertaining. I mean, he does a lot of things with the boxes, the puppets. That's going to be his thing. I thought it was pretty entertaining for what it was. It's just anything's better than watching Raw. I don't want to see a Baron Corbin match. I don't want to see a Lacey Evans match. I don't want to see a Drew McIntyre match or a Bobby Lashley match. I'm just so bored watching Raw. Everyone bores me to death. Rollins and AJ bore me. Rollins I hate his voice. I'm just not a fan of Seth Rollins. I've just never gotten into him. Never been a big fan. So you have Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre in a WrestleMania rematch. Oh, God, that snooze fest at WrestleMania. The match that put everyone half asleep. No one cares. Yeah, Roman Reigns is attacked by Shane McMahon, and it's a DQ win for Roman. And then you had Elias come in. Elias is there, even though he's supposed to be on SmackDown. They all beat down Roman Reigns, and then you had The Miz come out and try making the way what do you call it? He's going to make the save, but he doesn't care about Roman Reigns. He just wants to attack Shane. He chases Shane into the crowd, and then Drew McIntyre and Elias attack Roman Reigns some more, so he doesn't care about Roman Reigns. They show The Miz attacking Shane McMahon. He goes into his limo. The Miz is not a badass. I can't take him seriously at all. Shane hits him in the balls and runs away like a coward. They show Strowman destroying Sami Zayn again. The Revival are supposed to have a match against Gallows and Anderson, and then the Usos put it's like something from like Revenge of the Nerds. I don't remember what the fuck that is. It's horrible. It's like whatever. I don't care. And Lars Sullivan, Colno, Jose. They show Naomi. She actually got a cool honor. She wants like a Hall of Fame of the Boys and Girls Club, so that's good for her. They show Vince. They show Lars Sullivan staring at Vince McMahon. I don't remember carrying this little. Anyway, main event, World WWE Championship rematch. The best match from WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan against Kofi Kingston for the title. That's a good match. Not as good as the WrestleMania match. It's easily the best part of the show. It's the highlight of the show by far. The show sucks, but Kofi wins. He hit the Trouble in Paradise, so Kofi Kingston retains his WWE Championship in one of the most boring Raws you'll ever see.